Coverage, Bears and Coyotes about to tangle. It is the second meeting between these two. The first meeting was won by the Coyotes. And, of course, the Coyotes hoping to do the same on a Friday here in Bruton. I think this was originally a match that was slated for earlier in the year. I can't recall at the moment exactly what transpired to change things, but it did alter the schedule a little bit. But Bevill back on the schedule and now in town in Bruton, Alabama. Let's take a quick look at the ladies who will be on the floor first as we get play underway. And there are the ladies, including the libero, who will take to the floor first for the Bears of Bevill State. And for Coastal North, the 6 starters in the libero, or 7 starters if you will. Wood, Higgins, St. Amand, Boschel, Cadera, Edwards, and Hickman. Couple of early points in this one. And Coastal North taking the early 2-zip advantage and make it 3 now. Melina Cadera on the serve, a 3-zip advantage, starting things off for the Coyotes that would allow to sweep things. Wood picking it up, bumps it to the other side. Back over it goes to Wood from Cadera. Blocked by Mullinax. Higgins from midcourt drives it into the backcourt, picked up by Key. 4 straight for the Coyotes. And a 4-0 advantage. A lot of sports this weekend. Got volleyball, got football, got baseball. A little bit of everything. Hickman able to send it over to Cadera. Boschel driving it over underneath his Dozier. And that will go too far for Alana Key. 5-zip early lead for Coastal Alabama North, prompting a Bevill State timeout.
It's the dreaded appointment. You've put it off long enough. You've run out of excuses. And now you've got to face your fears head on. Fortunately, there's someone there who won't hold your feelings against you. Somebody whose efforts instead will give you your best selfie smile. You'll thank her when it's over. Be somebody. Enroll in the Dental Assisting Program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
You could not ask for a better start for Coastal North in this one. 5-point opportunities and 5 points, and there was the first non-Coyote point. Bears picking up the point on the Aaron Cadera serve. So for the first serve of the contest for the Bears, it is Lara Lee Mosley. Higgins first underneath Cadera, bumping it over to St. Amand, and St. Amand drives it into the corner, back to a 5-point lead. Serve back over to the Coyotes. Ella Grace Wood doing the honors. Ella Grace Wood. Two-handed shove over by Key. Cadera bumps it to that front line. Boschel trying to send it over, but Taylor Mullinax knew it was coming. 6-2 Coyote lead. Bevill State travels a little bit, I guess it would be west of here, to Bay Minette and Coastal South for a 7 o'clock matchup. We'll be there. Off of Schultz, the libero could not get the initial first pass she was looking for, and it is back to a 5-point lead for the Coyotes with St. Amand serving. You want to be in the top 4. In reality, you would like to be in the top 3 in the North and South in the ACCC, and currently the Coyotes are in the top 3. As that is hit out by Mosley. And St. Amand will serve again. She had 14 kills when these two teams met a couple of weeks ago. Into the net with the Mullinax kill attempt. Turns into 4 hits on one side of the net. And Coastal North taking a 9-2 lead with 9 serving to barely nibble the net. Kelly is there. Driven over by Mullinax. Bears with 3, Coyotes with 9. Serving is Katie Dozier. The sophomore, no aces this year. Hickman first to pass. Tipped over by Higgins. Sent over, free ball from Key from midcourt. Over to Higgins, drives it into the backcourt again. Key is there. Shoved over to the left side, and Kelly will send it into the net. Coyotes first to double digits. And Bochelle will serve, one of the top servers in the ACCC. Nice dig by Key on the serve. Madison Kelly now on the floor. Edwards shoving it into the corner. And it's tipped over by Kelly. Bochelle to Higgins. Tips it over that front line of Abby Wright and drops it in. Coyotes 5-3 in the conference, 10-10 overall. Bevill State coming in with a 2-5 conference mark. 4-16 is their overall record. Bochelle back set. I don't know that Cadero was looking for it, but still works. Use the left hand to kind of swat it over, and it will trickle off Kelly. And give the Coyotes an early 9-point lead. Key there first. Edwards drives it over, able to save it. Schultz, but only briefly. And the lead goes to double digits, a 13-3 Coyote lead. Coyotes in the conference have won 16 sets and lost 13. And you got a couple of hits from one Coyote. Serve back over to the visitors, and Bevill State will serve. Kylie Key doing the honors. 8 aces on the year for the 009 hitter. A 110 hitting Bevill State team. Higgins driving it over. Able to reach out and get it Key and keep it alive. Bumped over by Schultz. Mid part of the floor. Edwards has it blocked by Katie Dozier. First time in the set that the Bears have had back-to-back points. 5 serving 13. Bochelle setting up Higgins, drives it. Kylie Key says, I can't get to it, why try? And the Coyotes lead goes back to 9. Higgins coming off the floor, checking into the lineup is Riley Grimes for Coastal North. Just about everybody on the roster got into the ball game the last time these two teams met. Riley Grimes played in a couple of sets, aiming for the corner, and she will drop it in. So the Grimes lead short-lived. I make that serve short-lived. Lead is still rather substantial. Jordan Vaughn to serve, 5 aces on the year. Bruton, Alabama. That is an errant first pass from Hickman. And an errant first pass on a serve, an ace for Vaughn. 6 on the season. Bevill State coming in on a 1-game losing streak. Coastal North on a 2-game win streak. Those 2 wins over Coastal Alabama South, and then yesterday in Cuthbert, Georgia over Andrew College. That loss coming in for Bevill State to Wallace Hansville, and then again, who hasn't lost in the conference. Tawalla's hands full. A little too strong with the pass, and St. Amand says, I'll just tip that right back over. (16 serving 7). Regan Hickman sending the serve over. Carrero into the backcourt, retrieved by Vaughn. From the left side, Carrero able to tip over an attempt by Key. Or check that. That is, well, it is a Key. You get 2 keys. A Key wearing 14, a Key wearing 4. That was the Key wearing 14, Alana. And that was the Key, Kylie, pulling it off the net. Saved by Bochelle, but Carrera can't get there. Opening set, Bevill State in town for, well, in this town for one. In Bay Minette for another. In the southern part of Alabama for 2 matches today. Setting up St. Amand, aiming for the corner and goes long. Both teams obviously, when you begin the game, hoping for sweeps. In 3-set contests, Bevill State is 1-12. Well, I think we've got a reserve. They've scratched the point off the board. Nope. They have awarded the point after an appeal to Coastal North. So it goes back to a 10-point game into the net for Dozier. And now the Coyotes with their largest at 11. Dug out by Schultz, shoved right back over by Bochelle. Blocked by St. Amand, the Mullinax kill attempt. And that is a Kate Dozier kill. (19-9) contest. Served up by Laurel Mosley. Grimes there first. Back set to Wood. Drives it over. Nicely dug out by Mosley, but unable to get to the pass. Vaughn. And the Coyotes back out in front by 11. Matching their largest lead of the opening set. Bevill State 6 set wins in the conference, 18 set losses mixed in with a 2-5 mark. Overall, 19 set victories and 52 set losses. Aliana serving. That's one of the 2 keys. Kylie's the other. St. Amand drives it over, picked up by Mosley. From the backcourt, Key launches it across. Canero setting up Higgins. Tries to send it down the line, but Key's there. Into the net with a Madison Kelly shot. And yeah, both teams have a Madison Kelly. The only difference is the spelling of the last name. The Madison Kelly for Bevill State is Kelly. The Madison Kelly for Coastal North is Kelly. Did I say Kelly for Bevill? That's a Kelley. Heck, I'm even confusing myself with those 2 Madison Kellys, 1 on each team. And they have both been on the floor at the same time. Dropped in by Mullinax. (11 serving 22), the libero Schultz serving. 9 aces on the year, tied for second most on the team, and she will serve into the net. Sending the Coyotes 2 away from an opening set victory. One of the best servers in the conference, Bochelle, launching it over. Driven over by Sierra Stevenson, and eventually turns into a bare point. When these teams met on the 15th, it was a Coastal North sweep, 25-16, 25-21, and 25-23. The sets got closer the deeper into the match we went. That's the Coyote Kelly setting up Edwards. And that is the Bear Kelly trying to drive it over from the left side and able to tip it across. Coyotes still 2 away from wrapping up the first set. Bochelle back set to Higgins. Aims for the corner and goes long. Bears inside double digits with Key serving. Cadero setting up Higgins. Aims for the backcourt, able to get there was Key. Free ball bumped over by Dozier. Giving the Coyotes an opportunity to set something up. Nice block by Kelly, but a good recovery by Cadero. Edwards jousting with Stevens. Stevens wasn't sure if she could hit it again. Didn't know if it was a hit or a block. Trying to get out of the way, it drops. And the Coyotes are a point away from an opening set win. Riley Grimes to serve. Picked up by Key. Kill driven over by Katie Dozier. (15 serving 24). Jordan Vaughn will serve. Vaughn launches it over. Grimes' last-minute decision to let it go. It sails long, and the opening set will belong to Coastal Alabama North. So a set under our belt. Coyotes off to a good start. Big win by double digits, 25-15, as we head into set number 2.
It happens so quickly. 1 minute you're driving to the store and then you ask yourself, am I hurt? Are they hurt? Who should I call? I just want to go home. And then someone appears. Somebody who lets you know you're going to be okay. Be somebody. Enroll in the EMT program at Coastal Alabama Community College. Being a patient can make you feel helpless and vulnerable and scared. You're dependent on others to get well. Your care is in someone else's hands. Someone who, up until today, might have been a stranger, but somehow they know how you're feeling. Somebody who sees you as more than just a patient. Be somebody. Enroll in the nursing program at Coastal Alabama Community College. Happens so quickly. 1 minute you're driving to the store and then you ask yourself, am I hurt? Are they hurt? Who should I call? I just want to go home. And then someone appears. Somebody who lets you know you're going to be okay. Be somebody. Enroll in the paramedic program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Big opening set victory for Coastal North as they win it by 10. Scored the first 5 in the opening set and never looked back. Number goes to St. Amant. Tips it over that front line, able to get to it, but not able to bring it onto the floor for recovery. And that is Abby Wright. And the opening point belonging to the Coyotes. Coyotes looking to go over the 500 mark. Overall, already above the 500 mark in the conference. St. Amant blocked it, trying to save it. She and Bailey Johnson trying to get to it, neither could. One apiece ball game. Aliana Key will serve for Bevill State. Bumped over to Johnson, drops it across. Kelly with a tip over. Kylene Walker's in the ball game. Got to it. Hickman saves. Miscommunication between Carrera and Walker. And the Bears will take their first lead in the match. Got a 2-1 advantage here in set number 2. Well, an opening 25-15 final in set 1 here when they played up in North Alabama. It was a 25-16 final in the opening set. Off of Manju Acario. I think that is a Sharia. Maybe I should spell it and not try to pronounce it. M-A-N-J-U, Manju, A-C-H-A-R-Y-A. Asharia? Over to St. Amant. She'll go long. Bears take a 3-point lead. Got fingertips on the way out. At least that's what the official is indicating. But you've still got the Bears with ball in hand. Even the scoreboard indicating the point awarded to Bevill State, but it looks like they're going to erase that. And post it up for the Coyotes, make it a 3-2 game. Served over by Madison Kelly, not able to return it. Knotted up by the Coyotes at 3 with Kelly again serving. Kelly played in 2 sets a couple of weeks ago when these teams met. Had 18 digs in those 2 sets. St. Amant blocked on the double block, Mullinax and Kelly. Walker dives to try to get there and couldn't. Got Bevill State and Coastal South at 7. Got Northwest Mississippi and Coastal North at 7 o'clock tonight as well. All right here on YouTube as well. Tomorrow, junior college football, Georgia Military College and, Snow. Wow, what a matchup. That's 5-13 in the NJCAA. Baseball tomorrow, too, from Bay Minette. Over to Kelly. And she will drive it through the block of Shelley and Nasharia. Make it a 5-4 game with Kylie Key serving. Nice job by Shelley, able to get a really strong, kind of an Elway type pass from Madison Kelly. Shelley drives it over, picked up in the backcourt by Hickman. Tipped over by Madison. Free ball sent over by Asharia. Over goes to Dozier, and she'll drive it down the line. Get fingertips on the way out. Bears with a 6-4 lead and 6 serving 4. And 4 is the server. Kylie Key, 8 aces on the year. 154 assists, second best on the team. Shelley into the net. And the Bears grow their lead to 3. Kylie Key again serving. Shoved over by Cadera. Unexpected. Schultz and Key trying to get there and couldn't. Julie Bochelle will serve. $11 of the 39 assists on the 15th of September when they played was from Shelley. That is 4 hits on the north side of the net. Jordan Vaughn will serve. Freshman who's appeared in 17 matches and 55 sets. Sending it to Hickman. Bochelle able to get there out of Grace Wood, sending it over. Picked up by Key. Bumped over to another Key and drops in front of Kelly. Vaughn again serving. (9-5) ball game. Bumped over to Bochelle, setting up Shelley. Sat on the net, able to pull it off was Key. Shoved into the backcourt. Schultz, but a little too strong. Kylene Walker will serve. Walker got into 1 set on the 15th of September. Nibble the net, Key able to get there. Schultz slapping it over. Bochelle setting up Shelley and a reach back. Tip it over to Key. Bumped over by Dozier. Hickman to Bochelle. Schultz. Kill awarded to Johnson. Schultz able to get to it, but it's playing it off the ceiling that is so difficult. You don't know where it's going to ricochet. Here, not as bad. You don't have that many odd shapes to the ceiling. But it does seem to accelerate once it hits the roof. Bumped over to Key. Drives it off Shelley. Bear is out in front by 3. Sierra Stevenson, the freshman to serve. An 0-27 hitter with 1 ace this year. Sends it to Hickman. Bochelle trying to catch up with the free ball sent over by Shelley. I think that Johnson with the free ball. Key, it is blocked by Wood. Two-point game, 8 serving 10. Coastal North with conference wins twice over Coastal South, twice over Wallace Selma, once over Bishop State. Hickman with the ace, one of the best on the Coyote squad at serving up aces. She's got 2 in a row. That one off of Vaughn. And we are tied at 10. Let's see if she goes back to Vaughn again. Heck, 2 times it worked. Why not try a third? This time Vaughn returns. Wood driving it cross court. Coyotes take their first lead since leading at 1-0. Hickman continuing to serve. Conference losses for Coastal North, twice to LBW, once to Enterprise State. And of course, you're talking about the 1 and 2 teams in the South Division of the ACCC. Johnson will tip it over, trying to get there. Mullinax. Schultz tries to get to that Mullinax pass. Coyotes by 2, largest lead in set number 2. Little nibble on the ceiling. Didn't alter the trajectory of the volleyball much. Shelley driving it. Schultz with a dig. Vaughn sending it into the backcourt. Walker's there. Bochelle, mid part of the floor. Wood drives. And now you got a timeout and an injured Bear. That is Schultz, the libero. And that's why officials stop play. She is extremely slow getting up and holding onto the hip, maybe a hip pointer. So we stop play as Schultz will go to the sidelines and try to walk off the paint. Stevenson will come in. And Coach Stephen Dickey looking over to head coach Charlotte Beasley of the Bears saying, hey, is there anything we can do? Too long with the serve. And I guess if you're Charlotte Beasley, you could say, well, Coach, if you'd score less points, that might be helpful. Seriously, though, hoping that Schultz is okay, sipping on some liquid right now. Looks better. Wouldn't surprise me if we see her back into the game shortly. Wood, it is blocked. Mullinax and Key got there. And we are tied at 12. A reminder, we're back at 7. I'm not. I'm heading west. But Charlie Scruggs will be here at 7 o'clock for Northwest Mississippi and Coastal Alabama North. That winds up on the little construction lift over here. Gives Bevill State a 1-point lead. Yep, they're working on the AC here. And by next summer, I'm thinking we're good to go. Into the net with the serve. Acharya stepping into the lineup for the Coyotes. Wood will come out. Cadera serving, the left-hander, driving it over. Stevenson there first. Bumped over to right, drives it into the backcourt. Walker gets there. Johnson lobbing towards the inline and dropped it in. This looked like a Tom Brady pass to, I don't know who, Julian Edelman. Just kind of lofted it over the defenders and dropped it in. Cadera serving. Setting up Mullinax. Shelley drives it. It is tipped over by Acharya. Cadera serving, 15 serving 13. And for some reason I keep referring to Johnson as Shelley. It was Johnson moments ago with the drive. That is Key with the drive. Cadera able to get to it, but nobody nearby to retrieve. Serve back over to the Bears. The Bears with conference wins over Gadsden State and Wallace-Selma. That is too long from Johnson. Conference losses for the Bears to Calhoun, Lawson State, Sneed State, and Wallace-Hansville twice. Tipped over by St. Amant, trying to get it into the corner. Stevenson there. Bumped over to Kelly. And Johnson can't get to the St. Amant pass. Bears take the lead, 16-15. Key will serve, tops on the team and aces with 16. Walker shoves it to Kianra. St. Amant drives it with authority to tie it up at 16. Madison Kelly serving for the Coyotes. She'll serve into the net. Bears getting the serve back. Taylor Mullinax, who doesn't have an ace this year, one of only 2 Bears without an ace. Sharia drives it over. Stevenson blocked, sat on the net. Sent over by Jordan. Sharia into the backcourt. Mosley giving it to Mullinax. Over to Walker. It is off Stevenson. Warhawks, I mean that Coyotes. I don't think I've done that since the name change, but I have now. Coastal Alabama East, now Coastal North. Used to be the Warhawks. Now the Coyotes. Everybody with every coastal campus, Coyotes. A 1-point Bear lead. It has been back and forth in this one. Kylie Key serving, 8 aces this year. Hickman gets there first, shoved over by Shelley. This time it is Shelley. Lobbed over that front line, Hickman in the backcourt. Cadero shoving it over, dropped it in. Stevenson, Key, and Mullinax all thinking the other might get to it. None doing, we're tied at 18. Julie Beauchelle will serve. Beauchelle into the backcourt, picked up by Dozier. Key bumping it back over to Dozier. Shelley underneath. Beauchelle back setting for Wood. Drives it and drops it in front of Key. North taking a 1-point lead. It is their biggest lead in set 2. Led by as much as 11 in the opening set, but set 2 no more than 1. Too strong from Key. Beauchelle again serving. About an ace every other set for Beauchelle. Stevenson into the net. And that will prompt a Bears timeout. Down by 3 late in set 2.
Preparing for surgery is like getting ready for the big game. You arrive early. You get your mind right. You make sure every tool is ready and the team has the right equipment. Your patient may never know your name. They may never realize that somebody cared enough to ensure all the little tasks were done right. But that's okay. You do. Be somebody. Enroll in the Surgical Technology program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Four away from wrapping up set 2, taking a commanding 2-0 lead. Coyotes with Beauchelle serving. And the umpire making an adjustment where the alignment is concerned for Bevill State before the Beauchelle serve. Key setting up Stevenson. Hickman. Beauchelle, quick dink over, drops it in. And the Coyotes 3 away from taking set number 2 with another set, a 7 o'clock matchup against Northwest Mississippi. If you were the Coyotes, you would indeed like to sweep it. I mean, you love playing volleyball. Don't want to add insult to injury. But when you've got another set, you want to play as little as possible in that opening match. It is tipped over by Shelley. I'd say about 5 or 6 hits. They say 4. That's where they stopped. But 5 or 6 hits on the Bears side of the floor. And another timeout on the floor asked for by Bevill State as the Coyotes get closer to set 2 win.
Max hates going to the vet. It smells funny. It makes him feel anxious and worse, overweight. But today he doesn't feel well. So he and his person are glad that someone is there to make him better. Somebody who also understands what a good boy he is. Be somebody. Enroll in the Veterinary Technology program at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Little two-handed shove. Walker able to reach over and get it. Hickman sends it back onto the floor. Boschel sending it over. That is driven in by Dozier. Coyotes 2 away from a set 2 win. Bevill State is 6 away from knotting it up at 1. Jordan Vaughn will serve. Averaging 0.2 points per set. Right at a point per match. Walker driving it over, drops it in. Coyotes at set point. Johnson checking back into the lineup. Kelly will come out and Kylene Walker to serve. Shoved over to Key. Drives it. Sends it through the Shelley block. Bears have got to play nearly perfect for the remaining part of the set. Stevenson will serve. She is an 0-27 hitter. Hickman got to it first. Boschel saves it for the Walker free ball. Mullinax backs up to Key, and Dozier didn't know that the Key set was going to head the way it was headed. Wood tips it over. Five hits on the Coyote side of the floor. And Stevenson again serving. The lead now 3. Johnson gets there first. Boschel with a bump. Back over to Johnson. Literally fists it over. Over to Key. Trying to dink it over. Shelley got to it. Bumped over to Wood. Drives it from the left side off of Jordan Vaughn. And that turns into a Coyote victory that gives them a 2-0 lead. So we have wrapped up 2, headed to 3. The Coyotes looking to pull out the broom, get the sweep. In 3-set matches, 6 and 5, trying to go 7 and 5 in 3-set matches. And we get to the 3rd set after the break.
Discover culinary arts at Coastal Alabama Community College. You see an empty field. We see a world-class tournament. We see an amazing wedding day. An empty stadium becomes a music festival. We see a blank canvas. We're the people who bring the biggest events to life. Discover event planning at Coastal Alabama Community College. You're organized, driven, focused, ready to create the life of luxury in the most beautiful and unique locations, locally and around the world. Discover hospitality management at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Melina Cadero serving as we get set number 3 underway. A commanding 2-0 lead for the Coyotes. They have scored at least the opening point in every set and do it again here as Achira will serve. Actually gets the kill, and serving will be Cadero. I got a little discombobulated. The ball literally wound up in my lap. Hey, when you can get that close to the game, it kind of alters your way of thinking. Of course, it doesn't take much to alter my way of thinking. But it was Keanu serving, not Achira. Achira with the kill. One apiece contest. Laura Lee Mosley handling the serve for the Bears. Over to Edwards, aims for the corner and gets it. You talk about precision. That's what you got from Edwards. A solid spot in the corner and dropped it right in. Riley Grimes to serve. Over to Key. Setting up Mullinax. Hickman able to get there. Kianra shoving it into the backcourt. Picked up by Wright. Over to Key. Drives it across. Hickman with a dig. Kianra setting up Higgins into the backcourt. It will go off of Mosley. And Grimes will serve again. 3 serving 1 in set number 3. Right first pass. Key blocked by Higgins and Edwards. Into the backcourt. Grimes gets it. Hickman setting up Higgins. Drives it. And that will go off of Key. Grimes serving again. The largest lead of the set has been 11. It was 3, now 2 on the errant Kiara serve. And Aliana Key will serve for the Bears. Lifts it over. Higgins able to get there. Setting up Edwards. Drives it, drops it in. Shelley coming back into the lineup. Brenda Shelley, who played in 2 sets when these two teams met about 3 weeks ago. And she steps up, blocks the shot, gets the point. Timeout on the floor, Bears. Coyotes up by 4.
Discover pastry baking at Coastal Alabama Community College.
Coyotes trying to sweep in as Hickman will serve. Gets the ace, just cleared the net. Kelly couldn't return it. Hickman, who is one of the best on the Coyotes squad in that department, delivers. Makes it a 5-point Coastal North lead. Aiming for the corner, back-to-back Hickman aces. Next outing for the Coyotes. Well, it's only a few hours away. What is it, almost 4 o'clock? It's 7 o'clock. They'll take on Northwest Mississippi right here. For Bevill State, same is true. In about 3 hours, they will take on Coastal Alabama South. That is off of Jordan Vaughn. Vaughn, I see wearing the libero jersey, so I was hoping that Schultz would be able to get back into the game, but obviously the extent of her injury will not allow her back in. Got hurt early in, I believe that was set number 2. And I see her seated over on the Bears sidelines. And apparently not coming back into the game. Driven over by Wood. It got fingertips on the way out. Coyotes by 7. Julie Beauchelle serving. Well, the way I understand it in the ACCC this year, you've got 4 teams that advance beyond the regular season. The 4 seeds will, for all practical purposes, have a play-in game. The 4 out of the North, 4 out of the South. So you want to be 1, 2, or 3 to avoid the play-in and simply go to the postseason tourney. Currently, North is 3. Enterprise State, LBW ahead of them in the South. Bevill State out of the top 4, hoping to get in. And of course this year everybody in ACCC volleyball is Division II. Now that is not true for every sport and every school in the conference, but it is for volleyball. Which means if you want to play in the national championship, blocked by Shelley. Then you gotta get airline tickets and of course win games to Council Bluffs, Iowa. Kelly off of Wood and out of bounds. As a matter of fact, I was in Council Bluffs a couple of weeks ago, Georgia Military, playing football against Iowa Western. However, it was a little warmer than it probably will be mid-November when teams advance to Council Bluffs for the Nationals. Wood driving into the backcourt, picked up by Key. Setting up Dozier, drives it, blocked by Shelley and Higgins. Shelley and Wood on the block. Lead back to 11 for the Coyotes. Hey, a reminder too, if you are watching the game on YouTube, thanks. If you're watching and haven't subscribed, well, if you don't mind, we sure would love to have you subscribing to our YouTube channel. And if you're watching on our website, hey, keep watching, but we'd love for you to subscribe too. Wood tipping it over, stuck into the net by Key. And there is your largest match lead for the Coyotes at 12. Kylie Walker serving, delivers with an ace. And that North lead continuing to grow. It's 13 now. Bailey Johnson checking into the game for Coastal North. Served over by Walker, and there's more Coyote points. (18-4) lead in set 3. Bumped over to Key. Setting up Kelly, drives it over and goes long. Walker again serving. She'll go long. Five serving 19 as Abby Wright checks in to serve for the Bears. A .222 hitting on a .110 hitting Bears squad. Bears number 11 in kills per set in the conference. 11 in hitting, 12 in assists, 9 in blocks, 12 in aces, 7 in digs per set. Coastal North 10 in kills, 6 in hitting, 8 in assists, 7 in blocks, number 3 in aces, and number 6 in the conference in digs per set. Stevens will drive it off of Hickman. And Abby Wright will serve again. Sends it down the line. Shelley there first. Boschel setting up Wood. And Wood drives it into the net. Four straight scored by the Bears. Turns a 15-point lead into an 11-pointer. Johnson will tip it over. Key there. Backing up to slap it over to Ozier. 5 in a row from Bevill State. Abby Wright again on the serve. Hickman over to Boschel, setting up the mid part of the floor. Wood blocked by Stevenson. A 6-0 Bevill State run. Again, Wright serving. Hickman to Boschel. Wood steps up. She'll send it into the net. 7 unanswered Bevill points. Abby Wright, just a little bit long. So the error puts an end to the 7-0 run by the Bears. And hands the serve over to Brenna Shelley. Shelley hit 400 when these teams met on the 15th of September. Key's able to fist it over, but there was a net violation. Back to a double-digit lead at 10. Stevenson not able to retrieve with Shelley. (21-12) game. Bumped over by Key, trying to dive to get there. That was Bochelle and couldn't. And now a conversation official with Katie Dozier. I don't know if Dozier got a little banged up or not. I don't know if that's a smile or a grimace or a cry or a laugh from Dozier. Johnson got there first. Edwards. Hickman bumps it over. Bochelle shoves it across. Stevenson able to get a hand on it. Wood short on the tip. Into the backcourt to Walker. Hickman bumping it over to Johnson. And Johnson will drop it in front of the sideline. Kiana serving. Key. Hickman able to get the dig. Back set Kiana. No, doesn't go back set. Tries to get it in the corner. Eventually sent over by Key. This time setting up Edwards. It is blocked, but out. 2 away from a set and match victory. And going 6-3 in the conference and over 500 on the year of the Coyotes. Tipped over, looked like some miscommunication on the Bear side, but hey, it worked. Johnson not able to get there. And it's a 23-15 game with Lauralee Mosley serving. Edwards there first, driven back over. Hickman's got it. Kiera sending it across. Vaughn able to get underneath. Key into the backcourt to Hickman. Kiera setting up Johnson. Johnson thought Edwards was going to get it. Just free-balled it over. That is sent long and wide by Vaughn. Riley Grimes, who served up the final point in the prior set, trying to do it again in set 3. Over it goes to Key, and Key goes long. And there is your match. It is a victory that belongs to the Coyotes. One of a couple of matches today. Playing Northwest Mississippi this evening. That'll happen at 7 o'clock. Bevill State, couple of matches today too. They are headed to Bay Minette now. And at 7 o'clock we'll tangle with another set of Coyotes. I guess that would be another litter of Coyotes. Coastal Alabama South. Well, there you see your finals with the sweep. 25-15, 25-21, 25-15. Coastal North now 6-3 in the conference. Check that. I don't think that was a conference game. So they are 11-10 overall as they win out of conference play in 3-set matches. They are 7-5. Meanwhile, Bevill State will fall to 4-17 overall. In 3-set matches, they are 1-13. So there you have the final. With a reminder at 7 o'clock, Coastal North will take on Northwest Mississippi. Charlie Scruggs will have coverage of that one. I'll head to Bay Minette for Bevill State and Coastal South. For all the Coastal Alabamas and JockJive, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.